So I have a very satisfying battle here from ORAS, and we're going to jump right into it. So as you can see here, he's started off with Smirgle, and I mean really, Smirgle, I already know what time it is. Spore, and then whatever you want to set up basically. So I pretty much bring him down to the Sash, and then I go straight into Needle Queen so I can go ahead and put those Stealth Rocks up and set up just like he is on me. Which won't be a problem for long anyways. So yeah, I bring in Tentacruel just to, give the impression that I'm going to be getting these hazards off of my side of the field as swiftly as possible. But he goes for the Memento, which is kind of interesting. That's something, I mean, I guess it's a lead, so I mean, it's whatever, but that's probably something I would have saved for something a little more threatening, but whatever. But anyways, I go for the Protect just to scout, to see what he's going to throw at me. And then I bring in Vampy. He goes for the Side Shock again, and I mean, it's fine. I mean, I switched Crobat in here really as Death Fodder, so I can get this Gengar in here as a safe switch. And he switches out, which kind of tells me that he's locked into a choice item, specifically choice specs, because I mean, obviously, he would not have felt the need to switch if he could outspeed me. So I pretty much called it there, and I went for the Destiny Bond on his B-Sharp because I figured he was going to go for the Sucker Punch anyway. So I was like, let me just go for the Destiny Bond just in case he decides he wants to go for like an Iron Head or something. But he goes for it again. Then I just bring in Swampy because I mean, that's pretty much a in this current team that was like the best check for it. But anyways, he brings in Weezing. I bring in Tentacruel, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which I mean it's still kind of annoying, and it's not like I'm a physical sweeper, but I guess on something that doesn't really have reliable recovery, it's it's a little bit annoying to have something chipping away at your health. It's not cool. But I go for the Rapid Spin finally just to get those pestering Stealth Rocks off of my side of the field. And right here I'm assuming that he's going to go for another Side Shock, which is exactly what he does. That was a pretty good switch because Side Shock does physical damage, so Quagsire took that rather well considering that it was a choice specs, Latios. He brings in his Umbreon, one of my favorites personally, and I mean I already know what it does. I mean, some carry Toxic, some don't, some carry, I know the variations of this thing, so I already know that it's only but so many things he's going to be doing with it. So I take this opportunity to actually go and get the Toxic Spikes up. And of course, I mean, from the things that I've seen in this team so far, it's not really going to hurt anything, Latios. I mean, everything has like Levitate or whatever, but that Umbreon is going to be in for a rude awakening when it comes back in. But anyways, he goes back into Latios, and here I'm assuming he's going to go for a specially attacking move, specifically Draco Meteor, and that's exactly what it does. But I avoid it luckily, so that bought me a few more turns with this Tentacruel here. And he brings his Weezing back in, and actually I thought he was going to carry the T-Bolt. That's something that I used to see a lot in 4th gen on Weezing, T-Bolt and Flamethrower. It just seemed to work pretty well. But he actually had Sludge Bomb, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So basically, we're going back and forth. I'm trying to burn him with the Scald, preferably a crit burn, but I turned out not to be so lucky in this particular battle as far as getting the burn, because I don't burn him on any of the times that I do it. But I know how my luck is. If it was the other way around, it would have been a burn like on the first try. But anyways, he wins that little spat, but it's all good because I bring in Fuji and finish him off with the Shadow Ball. And he brings in Azumarill. Now I wanted to pop him with a Sludge Bomb, but Azumarill hits like a truck, so I mean I wasn't able to survive that Aqua Jet. But he is poison, so it's all good. Now bringing Quagsire because that's probably the best check for that at this point in time. Now he brings this thing back in, and to my surprise, it actually didn't have Synchronize because I mean, if it did, I would have been poisoned right now. So I thought that was interesting. I bring back in Needle Queen. He actually does carry the Toxic, unlike the variations that I've used in the past. And he pretty much can't do anything. So he brings in this Latios to go for the Psyshock, I believe. No, he goes for the Draco Meteor. Okay, yeah. I thought he would have gone for the Psyshock, but yeah, he went straight for the Draco Meteor. It was one hit KO. It was like overkill. But it is what it is. I got the popping with that Super Fang. Right here is pretty much where he doomed himself, because I knew he was going to have to switch. And yeah, you know, I pretty much, you know, seized the day with this, took the opportunity, and I brought in my Mega, you know, one of my favorites actually. Actually, I think Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon, alongside, you know, Kingdra and a few others. But I bring in my Mega, you know what Mega Gyarados does, Dragon Dance, and you know, if it's a Mega, it's usually a sweep. You know, if you know, especially if you're dealing with like prior damage. So that's pretty much what we're looking at here. We're looking at a Mega Gyarados sweep, which is why I said that this match was so satisfying, because it's like I actually got to like bring my Mega out like at the time I wanted to, and I actually like swept. So yep, everything is pretty much gonna die at the hands of this Gyarados here. So very satisfying match. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment, and thanks for watching. I'm out.